Hi everyone. So, um, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm doing just fine. I'm continuing a few of my Wattpad stories, and I'm doing just fine at the moment. If anyone wants to comment again on my videos, I would appreciate that, but I don't want comments about, because I'm still worried about it. It still bothers me. I've been okay. I I heard that Pirate Boy's gonna have a new video tomorrow, so that's great. Like I said, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. Um, I hope my dad is doing okay as well. I mean, okay. So I have watched videos of I have watched videos involving old trauma or talking about old trauma that happened like a year or months ago. And I'm just gonna say that, you know what, I'm glad that people are talking about this again, because in a way it would give me updates to what the hell is going on with them. Like, are they just doing just fine, or are their lives ruined because of what they did? Because it's rightfully deserved, in my opinion. Um, but also, so, okay. So, I thought, due to some certain problems with YouTube and other social media apps, the world, including the real world, including their own certain problems, I thought those things would just blow over, but apparently, one of them did not for someone, and yep, that's still going on, and yeah, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. I'm trying to be careful with the certain videos that I watch online on YouTube. And yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. So, sorry. I have I talked about the same thing twice in my videos, uh, about a certain YouTuber who was talked about like just a few times, and it wasn't good, and it happened years ago, and I tried not to say the YouTuber's name in question, because just in case if people do know about him, don't worry about it, please. Those videos happened years ago. But I just wanted to say that, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. The person in question, the other YouTuber who talked about the YouTuber that I like, he hasn't been seen for a year since then, and you know what? Good riddance. because those two videos that he made of the YouTuber that I like, complete garbage. They're completely pointless now, especially one of them mentioning another YouTuber, a trans woman who is absolutely problematic. Like, I don't know why you would talk about their video by making a video about that about about that similar person. Like, seriously? What is wrong with you? Also, I'm glad he wasn't mentioned in sorry about that. Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't mentioned in a video where this certain YouTuber was so overworked that his friends were absolutely worried and that they thought he needed a vacation, which, you know, at first when I saw that video, I thought it was rude and almost unnecessary for his friends to get involved in his life, to have him take a vacation. But looking back on that video, I completely understand. I completely understand, especially since I know that people are workaholics and they work 24/7 without little to no breaks, no vacations, and especially if they don't have a family of their own, like, damn. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad he wasn't mentioned. I mean, he was in the description of that video, but he wasn't actually mentioned in, like, the featuring screens, and good. Good. He's trash. He's absolute trash. I hope the certain YouTuber that I like and his wife, he has a wife, are okay. They're doing okay. I hope they're doing okay. For the love of God, I hope they're okay. Just saying. Which, speaking of that person's wife, I decided to make a Wattpad story about it. I finally decided to do it. It's in my drafts, but I already know what I'm going to do about it, about the story. It's about this woman, Mary, who who has a good relationship with her husband. She's happy in the relationship. She's happy in her life. However, one day or night, depending on what the setting would actually take place in, what the setting would actually be like for that certain event, Mary's life changes slowly. At first, her husband comes back home and seems completely normal. However, he's a bit more odd, with a big smile on his face, saying that he's fine, he's happier than ever, and that he loves Mary, he loves her, and Mary is sort of weirded out, but at first she thinks that her husband handled a certain situation involving one of his friends, and he's fine. But she begins to be a bit skeptical, worried, concerned, and trying to investigate what's really going on. I originally wanted to base this off of infection AUs that have been going on due to certain infection AUs of certain TV shows that have been circling around, that were, I want to say, quickly short-lived on TikTok during 2023 and 2024. Some of them have complete stories, some of them have stories that are on hiatus or stories that are discontinued. I don't know. But one of them I remember seeing, but I couldn't actually find it anymore. It involves My Little Pony. And I'm just going to say, I saw a video about the Brony community, the fandom becoming irrelevant or now is irrelevant. And yeah, I know that. But at the same time, I don't care. I mean, Bronies are still around, but not exactly part of obsessively in the Brony fandom or My Little Pony universe anymore. At least I'm not sure. I mean, the Brony community was basically a thing during the 2010s, and like any 2010s, some trends, fandoms, anything from that decade, things have quickly faded into absurdity this decade, and we're still we're now halfway in 2020. So yeah, sorry. Anyway, so this story is about a surgeon, someone's wife, um, um, and the story was originally inspired by My Little Pony Infection AU, but yeah, no longer about that. It's more about realistically a a woman or girl in a healthy relationship in her second marriage, but then sorry. Anyway, it's about this woman who is happy in her second relationship, but one day things slowly change, and Mary's absolutely concerned, confused, skeptical about what's going on in her life. She also begins to reflect on certain things that happened in her life with her second marriage and things that happened in her first marriage that also involved her meeting her second husband. One of the things that I wanted to touch on was Mary playing a part, like trying to find out what's going on with her husband and, playing a part to catch him off guard, but also a scene where she reminisces about her when her and her second husband had their first child together. They thought about wanting children, but when Mary gave birth to her first child, the newborn, a little girl, was very sick, and she died in the hospital, and Mary was absolutely traumatized, and her husband was also traumatized. And yeah, that's all for now. I'll explain someday, later in the next video probably, but that's all for now. See you in the next video. Stay safe, please. Stay safe, stay at home, you know the rest. Don't forget to smile, be positive, be thankful that you're still alive, and yeah, bye.